All right. I wasn't going to do an overhead shot right away before I introduce myself to you. I'm David, and I'm talking about my very first bullet journal. So I have a few minutes to film this. I got this 2 days ago, and so far so good. Well, I should talk a little more, shouldn't I? It's Sunday morning. What do you want? I've been trying for decades to get a plan that is convenient for me, that allows me to check what I need to do, write down everything that's in my head, get it out of my head, not be anxious about it. And here's the clicker, or the ticker, or the kicker, that I wouldn't procrastinate to actually look at it in a month's time. You know, when it gets so full, you know, when your to-do list gets so full that it becomes a chore that you have to schedule out time to actually look at your to-do list. That is my main problem. So I have an agenda. I have an analog agenda, which I've been using for well over a decade. You know, I'm a personal trainer, so I'm already used to writing down the client's appointments and then writing down when they send me money, give me money on the agenda, and then I transfer it to Excel sheets. That habit is good. I do to-do lists, but like I said, I dread looking at them after a while. So I heard about this bullet journal about a year and a half ago, maybe, and I never went along with it. And now, because I'm working on my schedule again, I've touched upon this every now and then for the past few years, but because my schedule is so off, you know, I'm not getting as much as I want done. I'm having the help of a psychologist. You know, he's saying you gotta do your schedule. And then I took it further and I got this bullet journal. I was writing down everything. Well, this was my first draft at my schedule. Then I started writing down everything I do every day. So I would know what I need to do, what needs to be done, what I need to develop as a habit. Kind of like a diet planner, you know, when you write out everything you eat so you know what it is you're eating. I was doing the same thing for everything I was doing at about 95%. Like brushing, flossing, napping, what I do on my Instagram, when I comb my hair, when I make tea. I don't have the time in between, but those are kind of like the times in between, unless I say, you know, my nap. I do have nap in that, but it's not everywhere. So it's not 100% foolproof, but it's a big list. And I try to fill up the page. The page fills up when I'm home, and sometimes goes past. When I have to go to the gym, obviously there's a few hours out of my schedule which I'm not doing anything except, well, gym stuff. It's shorter by about 10 points maybe. But at the gym I'm always doing stuff, and the gym is part of my routine, unless I do the gym at home, which is when my page is bigger. Enough of that. Let me get you to the bullet journal, because I am babbling. So they only had 2 colors where I'm at, and so I took the burgundy one. Move this out of the way. Life journal, and it's by Quo Vadis, or can you see that? Oh yeah, you can see it. It's the angle I'm at that I can't see it. It looks blurry. So it's dots. Now the guy who invented it, Ryder, I don't see his name, but I got hooked back onto this by How to ADHD, and it was this one, how to create a bullet journal plus my top 10 tips. So I thought that was perfect and perfect timing that I can work on this. Now the thing is, am I going to, actually I have an envelope in the back as I'm talking. I want to, for the title of this, I want to write my first bullet journal thanks to how to ADHD. Okay, so put that back in. I wanted a one-stop shop of putting everything in one place. Now it's not going to be 100% because it's good to keep my paper journal, my paper agenda, which I'm going to keep, and this is going to be just, it's going to have it also, a daily glance of everything, maybe, but the main thing is going to be on my main agenda, and possibly a digital agenda if it comes to that. The bullet journal with all its dots, which you can see very faintly, maybe. Let me see. Okay, nice. Can you see that? Maybe not. But it's not graphs, but it's dots. So you can kind of line up the lines with a ruler and make anything. People are very creative. The pages are already numbered. I have my name, my website address, and I have the date that I'm starting this, September 2009. And whenever it finishes, it finishes. There's an index page. Actually, before that, there is the, you could put your email address and all that. This was made in France. Okay, this is French. Sorry. Anyways, it's not a moleskin. I'm sorry. They did have moleskins, but not moleskin bullet journals. So, whatever. This was on this. I bought this in a pinch. I was like, I gotta get this, and they didn't have it at Winners, which is the Canadian equivalent of Marshalls. I was like, So, this is the index. You have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of index. So every time you do something, you write it in the index, so everything is easily found. I like the fact that it has a little ribbon here, because this is what I'm working on today. This is just a page I put in myself. This wasn't from How to ADHD. This is what I've been doing on those papers there, writing everything I do, not comparing it to what I've done, what I need to do, because I need to do all this stuff. So I'm just writing it down and seeing if I can get to 20 or 30 things through the day, and then compare it to what I need to do, which I have here. I know it's a little messy right now. It's supposed to be neat and clean, and well, we're gonna see how this goes in the next month, 2 months, 6 months. There's the daily log here, which is details from here. But this page, what I actually did, daily log, what I actually did. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Daily log, what I actually did. That's how my mind works. That's the thing with the bullet journal. You can make it, modify it to whatever your brain tells you, you know. So I don't intend to look at this ever again. So it could be all clustered up and messy and everything. But I might actually look at it plus the lined paper there when I actually put together a schedule of what needs to be done at what times and stuff, or what's priority and what's not priority. But right now I'm kind of like in the trial phase. I love it because it's brand new and I keep it with me when I go to bed. I'm weird like that. Foods and meals that I can eat, that came up. So I already have that automatically, like I have my go-to meals. Now I'm going to have them written down. And then groceries, this will be like a perpetual grocery list, things that I always need to get or whatever. Or I'll just keep crossing it out and keep going. Now you see the next page is already taken, so what you do is you go to a blank page after the last page you were using, which is 19 on this book. And then you go here and then groceries, I already have groceries, so I have it already on page 15. Then I would just do a comma, 19. So it would be easier to find. When this index gets a little weird, I think what I'm going to do is the more priority things, I'm going to highlight. You know, I'm going to come up with different steps as needed. Right now it's just the basics, and a bullet journal is only as good as you use it. This has to be your go-to. I keep this open because when I do stuff I write them, but otherwise I just consult it once or twice a day. That's the goal. So what else do I have here? The index. Then you're supposed to start with your future log. I think they have it usually opening up here. They leave this page blank, but I did it here. And I have it for the year. Future log is just, you see your year. Actually, I'm going into May 2020, September 2020, so it's not January, but whatever. And then you see, and then you write things that need to be done for those months. I put a little bit of stuff in there, but it's not what I'm working on yet. Have to figure it out. This is September. We're September 2019. And so you have on one side the days of the month. You verify it with your digital phone, your smartphone. Why did I say digital phone? Then you write the first letter of each day next to it. And then you write a brief thing of what you need to do. So I started this on the 28th, which was Saturday. No, I bought it on... Or Sunday? I bought it yesterday? I did! And I did all this stuff since... You can tell it's brand new. I was like excited. So gym, then I gotta meet someone and maybe buy a pre-workout, which I already did. So sometimes I'll do things ahead of time, so then I don't need to do that. Maybe go to Costco. I need to get some almonds and some gummy vitamins because they're tasty. And I have a Buddhist meeting on Monday. And then I have my to-do list, things I need to get done, which is kind of like the future log, but more elaborate. So I'm writing things that I'd like to keep doing. These things I let slack for like months on end. So I haven't organized all this stuff yet the way I want to, but I have a little bit of words in it. So this is supposed to be the summary of this. Like, this is all the things that need to be done in September, and this is the month of September if you have priority appointments. And then I have the daily log. So this was Saturday. Okay, I didn't do these things yet, so they should migrate into the next month, but let's see if I can get them done here. I'm not going to cross them out yet. And this is supposed to be the details of this, and this is also where you can like log, like a journal. Like I wrote, I woke up at 8:30, so anxious because running late, have a headache, dehydrated, gym workout was long, 3 pre-workouts, but ended up great. And then this is today, nothing to say yet. And then this is actually what I actually did. I divided into 2. It gets crowded. It's not supposed to be, like when you eventually go back and you want to read it, but I don't intend to read this really. So the fact that I'm putting this down and it's out of my head in a one spot, that's what's important to me, so that I feel less stressed and I actually get things done, and maybe get less things done because I see, okay, I'm not going to have time to do this or whatever. That'll come up actually more when I do my schedule and I know and I take an inventory. How long does it take to do certain things? I have a better idea because I do take into account if I don't feel well, if I'm tired, transitions and stuff like that. So I might not have too much ADHD, like how to ADHD, but I have some ADHD even without being diagnosed, and this is great help for me. And then this is like, I always have scrap papers around and old books where I have notes, and even back in the day, Palm Pilot notes. I think I can pull that out still. And iNotes, notes, and then I kind of email them to myself, and then I don't look at them for a few years. So it'd be good to go back into that and just transcribe them into here. This is from the most recent papers I had, so I just have them there. I title it Random To Do. It's on page 11, and on the index, Random To Do. I have it on 11, 12, and 18. So I've been doing that as I need. These are habits I want to do. I want to derma roll my hairline and my crown, stimulate collagen on my head. Yeah, I didn't finish this. When it gets too tiring to do transcribing, you gotta take breaks. The whole point is that to not be perfect with this, to just do it as I need it, and to eventually make this into my go-to book. And I should take pictures of certain pages, so if I lose this book, that I will be good, because there is no copy of this right now. At the end, I have some other notes that I have some stamps. I found a small, I have some little sticky note tags which I had. I had a small ruler. It's somewhere here. It was here. Not there. Because I couldn't find it at the dollar store. I only found these big ones, and this doesn't travel well. I found this in one of my drawers. If I had bought this at the dollar store, it would have been in a geometry kit full of other stuff, and it would have been $4. No, thank you. And some other notes. So, this is my bullet journal. Very simple. Now, the test will be if I can keep with it, and if I keep using it, and if I don't feel the need to write in other scrap papers and stuff. Well, I could. I do keep little notes. I have my workout book, which is a new one. I already finished the other two. I write down what I do, but then eventually it's to transcribe this into my Excel sheet, which I haven't done for a long time. And then I also have a small notepad if I need to make little notes and put it somewhere to remind me of something. So these are still in the mix, and my agenda is still in the mix, which I get a new one every year from the Massage Therapy Association, and I put it in this protective case because I travel with it. So these things are still in the mix. But then everything returns to this, and you have to schedule time to migrate everything to make sure this is up to date and that you're checking it, verifying it, and then you don't feel like it's overwhelming. That's the point. It shouldn't be overwhelming. So on that note, I'm going to let you go, and I guess I'll be doing follow-ups, maybe monthly, depending. I guess it all depends how I feel. And then you can kind of close this. It's kind of like a smooth fake leather type thing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still excited with it. I love it. And we'll see how it goes. Talk to you later.